I was diagnosed at 21 with thyroid cancer. I've only been in remission 2 years now. I've had lots of treatment, and I just wanted to give back to someone that helped me.
We run an information and support service, providing information and also practical support and befriending to families affected by cancer.
They will start off by asking us for information about what they've been diagnosed, and often they may not even want information, they may want to just talk over what they've been told with us.
When I first was diagnosed, this information wasn't available. So obviously I came to the library looking for answers and sat with a book, a medical journal, flicked through, scared myself half to death.
Some people will call us after they've seen a consultant and they've been given a diagnosis.
We get referrals through via the phone from GPs, family members, the person that's diagnosed themselves.
It just supports you through the dark days, which you will have, and then sort of sees you through the sunny ones on the other side too.
It's not always the patient that makes contact either. Sometimes it can be a carer. And carers, we find, need different information to the person who's been diagnosed often. But the uniqueness is having the two services in one, as it were, the information and the support.
Even if someone just phones up with a pure information need, once they get talking to one of our team on the phone, we then lead on to tell them about the other services we provide.
Early last year I was on a heavy dose of chemotherapy, and one day I felt so depressed and just wanted to sort of shoot myself. So I rang Sally from Cancer Support, and she talked to me, and I began to feel a bit more positive about things.
I think what makes our service special is the fact that we offer a service right the way through the patient's journey.
We're doing the initial visit, which is a very informal, friendly visit to get to know the person, introduce myself, and to find out in what way that we could best support them through their journey with cancer.
I had a phone call from Mary in our office who asked me if I would look after a guy.
Rick came round and saw me, and we seemed to get on okay. He originally came round, I think, just to sort of chat to me because I was on my own in my house.
Once we've introduced a volunteer and we've arranged for that volunteer to visit on a weekly basis with a client, the key worker still keeps them on their casebook, and they will still phone them on a regular basis.
And I try to think of them as part of my own family, really, and treat them individually with the care and attention that I would expect someone of my family to be given.
We got on very well, and we just developed from there, and I don't look upon him as a helper, I look upon him as a friend now.
And it's practical things often that make the difference, particularly where carers are concerned, because it enables them to go on in that caring role.
It's very nice because it gives my daughter a break when Vic comes round and takes me out.
We're fortunate we get volunteers from all walks of life and all age groups.
I was really thrilled when I got accepted to be a volunteer, and very nervous when I went to see my first client.
We try and keep the training pretty informal. The idea is that we need to get to know our volunteers, and that's key to being able to allocate them correctly.
I actually felt honoured that he invited me into his home and introduced me to his family.
Not all our volunteers see patients. Some don't want to visit patients or are not sure about it, so they help us in the office, or they'll help us when we do outreach.
We have several volunteers who are themselves recovered cancer patients, and their expertise and their knowledge is invaluable often.
If people think they've got cancer, that's it, that's the end of everything. And that's not how it is at all. I went on to have a beautiful daughter, I'm married now. All them things, I thought it was all out of reach, it's all over. So it's nice to have someone saying, it's okay to feel like that, but you won't feel like that forever.